The mentality of how Dak is thinking now is I have to carry everybody on my back. I have to try to make plays, meaning I have to run a little bit more. I have to sort of try to string plays out and hit in these really small holes when guys are getting double teamed instead of just playing the management game. I think if he goes back to being Dak and just managing the game, he'll be okay. But it's all about a mentality of how he's thinking right now. And if he can get back to just being comfortable, we'll get that Dak back that can carry us to the playoffs. The package has been watered down. I don't see a lot of the plays that they run of early because usually when you first start the season, you start doing all this NASCAR, these crazy packages, and you see it become really effective, and then you get comfortable. You get comfortable with, all right, well, then we're just going to put guys here and say we're going to beat you. Yes, we can do that, but that's when the offenses can scheme and say we're going to double team Micah and we're going to slide to DeMarcus Lawrence. And I think we got to get back to being dynamic. You got a lot of dynamic players on that defense. Don't water it down. Let those guys go out and do what they need to do. Yes, plays will be given up, but the big plays will happen so Dak can score those points. If another player is saying your game plan is simple, we're saying the same thing in the locker room too. Just letting you know that we see that somebody else is saying it. We're not going to say it. But if somebody else is saying it, we're saying the same thing too in the locker room. And something needs to change. Because if you got all those dynamic players, like I said earlier, they can get the job done and get pressure on the quarterback. And I've seen Micah get beat up by 2 and 3 guys every single day. Move them around.
Yeah.
And let them be a little bit more effective and create those mismatches. The Cowboys will win if they control the front seven, meaning the trenches. The guys up front controlling the trenches, they'll win this football game because now Zeke will get the touches, Pollard will get the touches, and the defensive line will get that pressure that's needed to stop Brady or slow him down. I wouldn't say stop. Slow Brady down to get that short field advantage to score points. So controlling the trenches, hands down. And so you got to buy into that pressure. Yes, it was a lot more pressure with the Cowboys owning that start. This is one of probably the number one team in sports. So when they go somewhere, it's like bringing the Super Bowl to your town. And you got to own that. So it's almost like you got to be that bigger gladiator that's in the stadium to say, when I suit up, I know that everybody's watching. I got to own that. I got to etch my name in that Dallas Cowboy star. And that's one thing that's hard to sort of fathom. But if you're on the best, be the best, but you got to be that every single game. I would say the Cowboys win. I think they're just tired of hearing it that, oh, you're going to play Brady. That's it. I think that's just gas on the fire. And they'll be able to close this game out, go down there and get a win.